She do the most off mimosas, but that brings us closer. The drink's taking over. We ain't thinking sober. She all in her feelings. She one in a million. Couple shots got me on one. She talking about a vacation. Sipping on mimosas. We can hang tough cause you know that brunch is on me.
Sipping on mimosas. Feeling real good cause you know we about to party.
I'll get you right.
Then we'll slide.
We can head straight to the crib. I know you wanna see how I live, girl.
I'll get you right. Then we'll slide.
We can head straight to the crib.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to a brunch of culture. I am Ephraim. This is my boy B. Lamont.
Oh, yes.
Terry Green.
We in the building.
And Remo motherfucking Red.
Hey, what's going on?
We are in the building, man. Appreciate y'all showing up to a brunch of culture. We are here. We got some good food, man. We got mac and cheese and oxtails. We going in right now. Shout out to the chef. My boy's wife put it together for us today. The mac and cheese is fire, man. It's amazing. You know, we want to start off with you, see where you from. You know, you got the Fathers of Hip Hop thing popping off. Man, we appreciate you giving back not only to the community, but also to the Fathers of Hip Hop. And we appreciate you being here, brother.
You know, it's your guy Justified, Fathers in Hip Hop, out of Compton, IE, in the HD 21 years. Like I always say, it ain't where I'm from, it's where I'm at. And I'm in the HD, and I represent that to the fullest, you know what I mean?
Okay. We're going to get started with, how did you start off with the Fathers of Hip Hop? Where did that idea come from?
I tell a lot of people that I took some pain, and I converted it into passion to pursue my purpose. In 2013, I lost my mom. Wow. 11 months later, my wife passed from cancer. And being a hip-hop artist, you know, me and my wife, we had small children. My daughters were 6 and 8. And it was strongly suggested, like, hey, you can't do this. Let them go with their grandma. And, you know, I'm like, these my kids, you know what I mean? And I couldn't see, you know, God blessing my life if I ducked out on responsibility, right? So while people were saying he can't do it, me, myself, was like, I can't do it. But God, right? And so going through that journey, you know, taking care of my girls and still maintaining my affiliation in hip hop, it would always be conversation backstage at shows like, yo, Just, I see you with your girls, man. I salute you. Woo, 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 woo. Man, these my kids. And now we backstage sharing pictures of our children. And it was like, wow, what if the world could see these conversations? Because when you think of hip hop, they're not thinking fathers and men. They're thinking drug dealers, gangbangers, pimps. So I really wanted to be able to bring that fatherhood component, you know, to the conversation, so society could see a different side of hip hop. And instead of them seeing us as the music we make, but seeing us as the fathers that are doing a job to be able to provide. So that's where it started, was to want to create a dialogue with fathers in hip hop. You know what I mean? And over the years, it just it grew. You know, everything starts with a seed. So we planted that original seed just to start the conversation. And then as you take each step, different levels, different tiers of this movement, you know, started to develop. And now it's like not just fathers in hip hop, but fathers, period. Because I've been able to create some relationships with people that I have nothing in common with other than fatherhood. White, Mexican, Asian, Russian, our fatherhood duties are the same. So when I started, you know, rubbing shoulders with mayors and police chiefs, and you might be like, how do I approach this conversation? It's like, hey, bro, you got kids? Yeah, man, I got to. Yeah, man, I'm with Fathers in Hip Hop, and we salute fathers and all that. Like, any father that's really a father is gonna immediately
gravitate.
Love that conversation. You know what I mean? So that's kind of it in a nutshell, man. It's just about fatherhood and being able to change a narrative in hip hop. That, you know, we're not deadbeats. We're not. You know, some of us are though. It's something there, and that's okay, right? It's not that it's okay, but it's not okay, but it's okay because now that makes our voice that much stronger. Because we be at the club, or when I first started, I was like, how do I promote this? Well, I'm an artist. I do shows. So now, when you get in there, you like, where all the? I'm like, hey, where all the fathers at? Woo. And now the crowd is like, and then you got that one deadbeat in the corner, like, like damn, you know what I'm saying? Accountability, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's kind of where we went with it.
That's dope, man. Just a quick question. Do you think it's harder to raise daughters with hip hop the way it is? I know you had 2 daughters. Is there a way that you raise them any different with the music that's being put out right now, or with the way that they're taking the sound and the way they are as young women?
Definitely. Like, for one, I don't be wanting my daughters to date no rappers, right? No, because, and like I said, it's when you're doing things like this, sometimes family becomes just a piece of the conversation because you want something real, right? And it's not to knock anything or anybody, but my daughters do when they first started, and I'm like, babe, you don't hear what he's saying in his songs? He not like that. And I'm like, as a man thinketh, he speaketh. And like I said, I'm not knocking little dude. Salute, they had a baby. He's a father to my grandson, and I still have to be real. You know what I mean? And I remember they kept saying, your dad don't like me. Your dad don't like me. And his family, kind of was pushing that same narrative. And, I remember talking to his father, and I said, bro, it's not for me to like your son. I don't even know that nigga. I love her.
Exactly.
It got nothing to do with him.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? If he could treat her right, then we good.
Right.
But if he ain't, we ain't. You know what I mean? But she's dating a rapper. But them growing up, listening to certain things, like my daughter that's 19 now, she used to love NBA Youngboy.
Oh, man.
Right?
Right.
And but she was, and I'm just listening. I'm like, what is you listening to? But you had to have the conversation that this is not your reality. Yeah. Don't let these artists that's talking about their depression and their life circumstances influence you, because that ain't your life. Right. It's music. This ain't your reality. Talk. So I always had that open dialogue with them, and because I am an artist, she was like, well, Dad, I'm like, but I'm grown as hell. You can't tell me what to do. You know what I mean? But you have to start leading by example. I can't be saying these things in my records and then telling my daughters that it's not cool, because they're not really listening to what I'm saying as much as they watching what I'm doing. So I had to curve, my message. Is the same thing when I got married. Like, I can't be rapping like a single dude no more. For one, my wife was like, who you talking about? What bitch, what club? You know what I'm saying? Right? But for me, music has always been real. So, I started making married man music. My rap started talking about having a family. It started talking about, me and my wife was on stage together, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You know what I mean? So we wanted to demonstrate marriage in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That it can happen. There's no difference in the iced tea and the cocoa. So my wife wasn't on no cocoa shit. But you know what I'm saying?
So I got a quick question with that. So I did music for a good while. But I want to ask you, do you believe in fiction and non-fictional music as far as you being an artist?
That's good.
So even though you was married and that's the narrative that you wanted to push and that's the new wave that you wanted to push, do you believe in just being an artist? Because, a person that writes a book is not necessarily in that space. They just have the imagination to write that.
I hear you.
I mean, for me, music has always just been like a diary. So it's always been real for me. Like, I got 17 underground, albums that have been put out over the 20-something years I've been doing this.
Wow. 17 albums.
I can go back and listen, and it tells my story. It's like, it reminds me, like, damn, I remember when you know what I mean? But as far as other artists, I think it's up to everybody's, do I think that's what hip hop is for? I don't. Now, if we're scoring a soundtrack, I've done that to where I've done a record for a particular movie, so I had to create a song that embodied what the movie was about that didn't necessarily reflect my life. So, yes, it's cool to be fictional, but if you're passing fiction as reality, I don't respect it.
Right.
If you're out there pushing a gangbang and you ain't from nowhere, or you out there talking about pimping hoes and you ain't got no bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yeah, who ain't got no, yeah, right? I mean, and I'm just
pass your penmanship to somebody that really do.
oh, I mean, but it's entertainment, so you can't knock it. You can't knock it. But I don't, I can't really say that I respect it or don't respect it. I just know for me, music has been a way for me to share my life, not for me to portray somebody else's. And
so basically, like therapeutic.
for me, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if I never put another record out, like music would always be a way for me to get it out. You know what I mean? Instead of sitting on the couch with a therapist, I'm in the studio with my producer and getting it out. It's like you can't hold on to it, right? And then you can listen back. And it's some records that I've made that I'll never release because they were too personal and they were just therapeutic. You know what I mean? I might bump it like, check this out, but I ain't never gonna put it out to protect the guilty, right? But
Man, we was just talking about
it's
that.
a big difference.
That's where I'm at, man. I kind of struggle with being vulnerable. So I struggle with being vulnerable. So I know when I make records, every record is not meant to come out. So I have to remember that. Some records might just be meant for me to just hold on to myself.
Hold on,
felt that way.
it's like a diary. Like people write diaries so they can go back and reflect, or they can, just like I said, get it out. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then there's some things like when you say vulnerable, like for me, I've made a living off of being that, of being transparent, of being human. You know what I'm saying? From social media to records, I got songs on albums that outline a relationship that didn't go so good, but it's real. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it might make me look like a sucker because I done been caught up in some sucker shit.
Right.
But it's like when the listener hear it, you create something that somebody else can relate to, that they might themselves not be able to want to put it out there. Be like, damn, I feel that.
Big bro, I'm finna go listen to your catalog.
Oh man,
I didn't know you had a catalog.
It's out there, man. It's independent. I came from the out the trunk culture. I signed my first situation in 1999 with Deep in the Game Records. I had my first little big single was me, E40 and Cocaine, and like I said, this was back in 2000.
I'm saying
2001.
That was my next question. I was gonna ask about you have any like features?
Man, when I came out, I got blessed with a deal situation, independent, but it was bread. Not for me. The label had bread, and they invested in me. And I remember, I real keep it short, but when I first met Greg Jeter, who decided to make that investment in me, we were at the Ontario Mills, and they used to have the little off-rodeo spot in there where they had all the Nietzsche and the FUBU, and he was, buying clothes, and he was like, little homie, grab you something. I'm like, bro, just invest in my project. I don't need none of this.
you said that as a young dude,
I was 19.
and
19.
and that's what you said.
Just invest. Like, I'm going to get mine. Say that outfit
How
and
you
put that
do-
in the studio.
I mean, where that mindset come from at 19 though? You know what I'm saying?
I just think because I had already been, like out the, selling my product out the trunk.
Okay.
And I just wanted an opportunity. I never, and I'm still the same man now that I don't come to anything looking for a handout. I want to add value. I want to be an asset, not a liability. And, you heard stories of all this upfront money, you don't get none on the back.
Right. Right.
I'm like, bro, put that $200 outfit you want to buy me, put that into my studio time.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's priority.
And push me and let me earn some paper. Let me make some bread, and I'll go get all the fits I need. But he did take care of me, like at some point, me and baby mama getting into it, and he like, I'm going to get you an apartment. Bet. You know what I'm saying? And instead of me wanting an apartment, I'm like, my homegirl got a room for rent. I've never tried to juice the plug. And a lot of people do.
Free game.
A lot of my homeboys that I brought in to the Deep in the Game situation was on our CEO like, I need this, I need that. And these dudes wasn't even signed to him. They was just on my album.
Right.
And I'm like,
your extended family.
just put my records out. Just put me on, bro. You know what I mean? I never went to him for no extras. And he always asked me, what you need? I'm good. You sure? I'm good. Just, I don't know. I can't even explain how that mentality, you know, came about, but I'm still that man today. My business partner, shout out Lorenzo Morgan, he's the pocket of group economics, right? But I treat his money like it's mine, which means I don't want to have to use it. But knowing that he's there and knowing
That was a bar.
that
Stupid ball.
that cushion is there. You know what I mean?
That
Like,
was a ball.
I know if I need it, I can get it from him, but I also know I come from out the trunk. I come from turning $5 into 20. Like, I'm gonna get out here and hustle, bro. But he had other partners before me, juiced him.
Right.
I lost 20,000 messing with this dude. And I'm like, I don't want to be him. And he loved me for that. Like, it's been situations to where we maybe made a bad investment that I tried to tell him not to do, and stuff got twisted, and he ended up kind of losing the bag, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna go get it back. Because he booked an artist for a concert that we were doing. The concert got canceled. He's out of the deposit. I can't have my partner lose. I'm on the phone. Hey, y'all gotta. Hey, I got this contract on such and such. Buy the contract from me. You know what I'm saying? I already got, and their show was the same date as our date that got canceled, so they were like, and I keep who was it? What's my guy's name? I can't even think of his name.
That's probably for the best, though.
Yeah, I mean,
For your business.
right? Yeah, but I had that date. We had that date, and it was important to me to get my partner his bread back, so I sold the contract. The artist showed up to a different venue, different event. They paid us for the contract. My partner got his money back. I got a little something on, you know, because yesterday's price wasn't today's price. Right? But so it's important to protect your partners. It's important to protect your relationships, and be an asset, not a liability. I believe in utilizing people, not using them. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I take it very serious when I feel like I'm being used and people not respecting what I bring to the table. Like, this is what I told, this is a good game. Y'all take this down. I never call anybody that I'm trying to do something with and say, hey, I need a favor. I'll call and say, what's it gonna take for you to, now I'm respecting their business. And now if they have love for me, or let them implement the discount.
Right.
Don't come to the table asking for somebody to do a favor for you when this is their livelihood. But if they got love for you, they be like, man, Just, you know, it's usually this, bro, but for you, I take that.
What's it going to take?
What's it gonna take? What I gotta do? Hey, Rafa, what I gotta do to come down to the studio and film my podcast? Not, hey, bro, can you hook me up with some? I need.
Right.
No, they don't respect, because you get what you pay for.
Right.
And when somebody does you a favor, it comes with favor terms. They could be like, today ain't a good day, bro. I got another booking in. No, I want to pay for my spot, bro. I want to put my money down so you respect my time like I'm going to respect yours.
Right.
And we in there, you know what I mean? So to you entrepreneurs out there, stop looking for the hookup. Stop looking for the hookup.
Yeah.
Respect somebody's time. Man, and then don't burn the plug.
Yeah. Yeah.
Run off. None of that.
Man, my name in the game is everything. It's like I do a lot of work with Dub C's management, and when Sugar Freeze, because I book artists, you know, for shows. And when I call, they pick up. I never wanted to be the dude that when somebody phone ring, they be like, this nigga.
Right.
But they see my name and know
It's business.
it's a play.
Yeah, that part.
He ain't calling me to ask
Money
about
on
the
the line.
Laker game. He ain't calling to ask for
it's
tickets to
bigger
our
than-
next show.
That's bigger than money too, and
Respect.
yes, and from afar, which we haven't even developed a whole relationship yet. But from afar, I'm like, man, everybody respect this dude, see this dude, love this dude. I'm the only one left out. A bunch of coaches need to be a part of this dude too.
We here, man.
I told you.
Hey, shout out to DJ.
Go ahead, let the record
I
reflect.
told him about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew that you had put the whole little situation together with shout out to Roughneck TV.
Yeah.
With the whole 4th of July situation
Man.
and a couple of others, you know, I may
Yeah,
not
well,
know
actually,
about.
I'm gonna correct that though, because that'll
Okay.
get misconstrued.
Okay.
My boy Salatio and Blake did the 4th of
Shout
July.
out to Latio, that's my guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's my
And-
guy. We finna work too.
And you know, what I had to do with that situation was they wanted Compton AV, and that's my guy. And
So, yeah.
I was in the barbershop getting my
That's
little
beautiful.
thing done. It was like, yeah, AV. I'm like, y'all trying to get AV? They like, yeah, people been AV. Hey, my boys want to talk to you. I didn't middleman them. I didn't add that tax. I put them
Him and AV locked in.
connected the dots.
You know, we both started with AV.
That's my right hand.
We both started with
I'm
AV.
I'm also his other portion of his booking.
Yeah,
Okay.
his
So
management team.
Yeah, I had reached out to, who was it? It was somebody else we reached out to.
Blair. That was Blair.
Okay, so yeah, we reached
And they
out
was
to
going,
him.
and I think they mentioned that they was trying to go through some avenues, but
Yeah.
I just put them on the line direct with AV, and that's the type of dude I am. I'm gonna pass the ball, and then let them be. Do I deserve to be looked out for, or
Of course
am
you
I,
do.
or am I just gonna get the good looking homie?
Right.
And then I'm like, well, bro, well, you know, how can I eat with y'all? Well, y'all got tickets? All right. Well, if I move some tickets, it's crazy how many artists have too much of an ego to where they won't sell tickets.
But ultimately, everybody got to sell tickets.
But
Big or
I
small.
don't think they bigger than the program.
Big or small.
here's the thing though. A bag is a bag.
Right.
Cause I got some artists that's my homies, and they dope, but are they gonna bring money through the door? Am I gonna
Sometimes
get a
not.
return on my investment?
Sometimes not.
So it's some artists that, cause I sell slots. You want to open for one of my shows? It's this much. I'm gonna give you this many tickets to recoup what you invested, maybe even some profit, depending on my wiggle room,
Which
right?
is dope. That's perfect.
But I'm not gonna charge you, and I'm not gonna let you charge me either because I don't. You know what I mean? But hey, bro, here go 30 tickets. Let's split the money.
Let's see what you do with it.
If the ticket $20 and I hand you 30 tickets and you go sell them and you bring me back 10, you keep 10, we making money together, not off each other. But you don't have to pay the security. You don't have to pay the headliner. You don't have to do the things that I have to do, but we can split this.
The
Right?
venue, paying the venue.
All that.
And the funny thing is
All that.
if we talking about artists that got quote
Following.
unquote fans and
Right.
following,
Right.
you get 30 tickets, 40 tickets, 50 tickets. Why is it a big deal?
Why
to
is it
where you-
beneath
Right,
you? Because
right.
your homies is calling you. No, what it is, you want to show up with an entourage of 20 and don't nobody pay. So now you want to put a dent in my capacity.
Yes.
You're taking money from me showing up with 20 homies instead of you making your homies really support you and say, bro, I got these tickets. I need
Everybody.
10 for everybody. All that. Respecting the security. Me as a promoter, I do not go against the venue.
Never.
Absolutely.
Hey,
not.
Just, I ain't got no item. I can't. That's on them, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not fit to ask them to jeopardize their liquor license
Right.
to let you, like,
And your relationship.
I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
Just, I got the burner,
most
cuz.
important.
Can you get me in? Nah, nigga, you gotta get patted down like everybody else, bro. Like,
We gotta come back here.
yeah, I got to.
This
So,
is business. This is,
we have to be able to separate friendship and business. And it would be nice to be able to do business with friends, but if friends don't respect business, then you got
can't
to,
happen.
you
Shout
know,
out to the Brunch of Culture.
man, brunch of culture, man.
we
You getting a
respect
bunch
this
of
shit,
culture
man.
right here at the brunch of culture.
The business. Real quick, man. So, is there a difference? I know you've been in hip hop a long time. Is there? You see a difference in mentality with the younger generation that we have right now, as far as hustling and getting their stuff out with social media, as opposed to how you guys started in the trunk? And, you know, is the hustle, the mindset totally different or harder to work with? Or are you just trying to get them paid, or are you just trying to get paid? Which one? What do you think the struggles are as far as the mentality with the younger generation as opposed to the newer generation?
I think it's too much accessibility. When we was recording on the karaoke, switching the tape out. We wasn't in no studio, right? Until I got in the studio, but it wasn't like now everybody got a studio. Whether they good at it or not, they got a laptop, they got a Pro Tools, or they got whatever they're using. And so now everybody is too easy to do it, right? So the work ethic, the actual talent, because you paying for a studio or somebody's investing in you to be in the studio, you got to be good.
Right.
But you got homies that got the little laptop and a little mic and they putting out garbage.
Right.
And then they're not even putting it out. They like, my new release on Reverb Nation. Like, come on, bro. I ain't knocking the Reverb Nation. I got one. You know what I mean? And, SoundCloud. But that's not a release.
Right now.
It ain't mixed. It ain't mastered.
Proper rollout.
It's too accessible. It's too easy. So it gets watered down. Man, social media is awesome because the reach. Like my first experience, with internet was AOL chat rooms. It wasn't no Facebook.
I remember that too.
It wasn't no Instagram.
was
Yeah,
high
the
school.
Yahoo or me and
Is that AIM?
all that AIM.
Okay.
But, me and my boy used to get in these AOL chat rooms. It would be like Texas 40s and it'd be like all these different rooms. My boy was in Florida, I'm in Cali, and I was deep in the game 1, he was deep in the game 2. Those was our usernames, and we get in these big old chat rooms, but we was dropping links to our CD Baby page and samples of the music
Baby was booming back then.
and hollering at the chicks
And
like, hey,
Reverb
check my
Nation.
CD out, and not too many people could be in the chat room and say they got an album out, you know what I mean? And so we used to run our CD Baby sales up through AOL chat rooms. Like, we be in that mug all night. We get on, he was already 3 hours ahead, but it would be sometimes I get on 6, 7, and we on that mug at 3, 4 in the morning just dropping links. Then MySpace came in. It's like, oh, we could add pictures and videos. And so from the beginning of social media becoming a factor, I've tapped into it and, tried to use it. But now everybody's a superstar, everybody's buying likes, they're buying views. Now you can buy comments. And I'd rather have the humble 4,500 real followers that I have than to have my page say 205,000 followers, knowing 204 of them is in Afghanistan and ain't even real profiles, right? I wanted to be able to gauge my own real impact, you know what I mean?
100%.
So, I just, it is what it is. It's kind of devalued the artistry, being so accessible to non-talented, non-motivated. You know what I'm saying? Man,
Non-consistent.
it take hustle to get out the trunk. It was like we moved it like dope. I go pick up 100 CDs on Friday. I'm going back on Thursday for another 100. And if I moved them too fast, I'm like, this week I'm going to get 200 because it's an event coming up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just,
And to be honest, I think that we was like the last era to feel that
yeah.
out the trunk, out the situation.
Ain't nobody pushing up. And now you got, you can still push it because they're like, people don't buy CDs.
Right.
My last project, I printed up USBs, but it looked like a business card,
On that too.
and I have my album art on it, and then the little thing pop out, and you just stick it because all the cards got the. So I, CD there on my card. All right, well, I still that hand-to-hand combat is still, it's still good.
Right.
It's just artists lazy, man.
Do you have any of your old promotional or anything like what you said with the? You have any of that still today?
At the house,
39
yeah.
minutes.
Okay.
At the Heezy. You know what I mean?
That'll be dope if you present, like you just show that to, you know,
To clients and upcoming artists, yeah.
yeah, just to show them like where
My
you
little
came
homie
from
Jaden Too Fast, he had the thumb drives and he's a boxer. His pops was a boxing coach, and his album, his thumb drive was a boxing glove.
That's dope. That's
That's
really
all. That's dope. That's,
And
that's some,
with the thumb drive, we have the songs, the videos, the EP, like you get this thumb drive, pop it in, you download the videos to your computer and everything. So I just think the artist hustle is different because it's too easy to do it. They ain't got no publishing, they ain't copyright, and they just going straight from studio to SoundCloud.
So Terry said, how does that artist struggle relate to Shador Sanders in his day? And do you see any correlation between hip hop and Deion Sanders?
What I see with Deion Sanders is I see fatherhood and legacy. I see a father that paved the way and created a lane to usher his sons into greatness. I don't relate that to hip hop, other than an artist making a way for his child.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you think of that Sanders legacy that's cracking right now, that's fatherhood. And it says a good man puts away inheritance for his children's children. I think it's a couple lines of Sanders that's gonna be all right
Right, boy.
because of
wow.
what Pops
You
did.
set it up the right way.
And so I know I didn't probably get an answer they was looking for, but I see fatherhood when I see Deion Sanders. That's
Yeah, same.
I see legacy. I see a father
And they trying to tear it down.
paving a lane, and yeah, because they
trying
don't.
to tear it down because they don't. Want
Ain't
that
nothing more
legacy to live
dangerous than
on.
black fatherhood.
Yeah.
Right, and that's why I think it's great that we have that in hip hop, because we don't. There's so many stories that so many black men grew up without their fathers, but now when we start to implement, oh yeah, now I got my father, and then we can see the result of that. I think that's going to make a big impact, and we need that.
It definitely does, and that's what Fathers in Hip Hop is on, is changing the narrative.
Right.
Like so many of us that didn't have fathers take it serious.
Yeah.
And my homeboy was telling me
how
yesterday.
was your fatherhood?
My father or my father?
Your father.
My father is everything. That's my best friend. He's 83.
Wow.
And we talk every day.
Wow.
He was the difference in growing up in Compton. And his rules, his structure, his discipline only allowed me to tamper so much with the streets because he was on my ass. And my boy Phil, we was talking the other day, and he was like, man, I remember Rudy. He said, just I didn't understand. He was like, because nobody took more chances than you in the streets. And when we was hustling, he was like, but I couldn't understand it, bro, because you had both parents. But I was in Compton, and peer pressure is a mug. So I did a lot to try to fit in. But to hear my homie, we was 12, 13 then, but as 40-plus-year-old men, and him like, you had everything I wanted. You had both parents, but you was still out here in the street taking dumb chances with us. And my dad told me, he said your best friend Phil, he said when you used to run away from home and you be gone, he said it was Phil that would call and tell us where you were, because he didn't want that for me. I used to want to go spend the night at his house because we could do whatever we wanted to do. Moms wasn't tripping, she drinking, we out. But he always wanted to come to spend at my house because I had the room, the TV, pops and moms got dinner on the, you know what I mean?
Simple stuff.
Different experience.
To them, I had the good life.
Right.
To them, they had freedom.
Yeah.
And I wanted his life and he wanted mine.
It's always been like that.
But it was balance in the friendship, you know what I'm saying? Because I got to experience his life and he got to experience mine on those nights that we stayed at one another's house. But to be 40-something, and I'm 46, I don't know, the homie a little older than me. But for him to say that to me,
That's a good friend right there.
bang, bang. Old nigga, but I'm still fly. Anyway,
You still young, really, truthfully.
real talk, real talk.
Definitely still young.
But my father, he was the difference. He was, you know, I told him, I said, Pops, I didn't like the how, but when I became a parent, I understood the why. And when I understood your why, it didn't make the how I could forget at. I didn't like getting my ass whooped. I didn't like having to check in every hour. I didn't like not being able to do what everybody else is doing. But when I understood your why, we good. You know what I mean? So I tell my daughters that same thing, like, I just hope you understand my why. You're not gonna like how I do it, but this is why I do it. And they won't get it till they got their own kids.
All right.
I had one of those though. I had one of those fathers as well. That's what's up.
Man, I love the energy that you bring. It's just wise. You see the growth between you being in hip hop until now. Do you think that the kids right now in this generation only see violence, or will they ever see what we're saying? Because sometimes they don't have time to catch up or get what we're saying later on. They might be gone. So you know, how do we pierce them with the wisdom now?
The music. That's what they listening to. The movies, the content. Because we eat what we're fed. And if all we're creating is the violence, the whatever, we can create. We need more creators creating positive content. And it doesn't have to be square. We can implement all those elements, those keywords. You want to see guns? Okay, we got some guns. You want to see some bitches? We got some bitches. But the moral of this is going to leave an impact. So we can give you all the visual teasers you need, but let's just implement messages and lessons in the content that we create and not glorify the bullshit, but, you know, present an alternative to this destructive lifestyle. We got our movie out right now, Put the Guns Down.
Hello.
To where the movie discusses gun violence and mental health. Mental health can lead to gun violence. Gun violence can lead to mental health.
Wow.
You see enough murder, you see enough killing in your community,
Yeah.
it will affect your brain. Or if you in the car and the homie gets smoked right in front of you, that's going to create some type of psychological disruption, right? And on the other hand, when you got the mental health issue first, it can lead you to do some crazy things. So this movie really explores that from both angles, but how it started from, you know, it takes you back to the 60s, 70s, the Black Panthers, and then the Crips, and then the Bloods, and then the guns and the crack and all this stuff that was put into our neighborhoods that created a divide that led to a lot of black-on-black crime. But let's make this straight. Gun violence has no color. It's not prejudice. It doesn't care whether you're black, white, or in between. It happens, right? But this film particularly deals with our culture and our neighborhoods and mothers losing their children and just fear, you know, of guns. Everybody's so quick to pull a gun now for dumb stuff. You know what I mean? Because you don't know how to chunk them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So where can the people find the film?
Our film is out on Prime Video. What is it? Google TV, Apple TV, Peacock. And
Make sure y'all
yeah, I think
And what's the name of the film?
it's called Put the Guns Down. Look, you know, I'm gonna do a shameless little plug.
Okay.
Bang bang right there. You know what I'm
Hello.
saying? And I'm flyer for you. I'm a flyer for you. But it's executive produced by Ice-T. He's also the narrator of the film. Terry C. Carney Sr. is the writer producer, and this film is a God give, right? Because they started filming in 2019, and then we hit COVID. Production shut down. Right? Whole world shut down.
Right.
And to be able to pick it back up, and to in 2025 May, we hit the Peacock, and our stuff was released. Is like, that was dedication on Terry's behalf and the whole Platinum City West team, because when they came to me in 2019 to be a part of it, it was like, oh, we about to be on. I'm in a movie, right? And then to see it stop. Right. But then to see them pick it back up. We've won 53 film festivals with this movie. And now we're trying to take it from just a movie and pushing it into a movement. And we're lining up a college tour to where we're going to go to all the colleges, premiere the film, do a discussion panel. And we did it at Victor Valley College out here back in February for Black History Month. Shout out to Regina Weatherspoon Bell and her organization. They brought us to the college. We showed the film, had the discussion panel. I'm working on bringing to Apple Valley. Shout out to Mayor Scott Nassif. He's making a building that they own out there available to me to come show the film. And we just want to bring the community together. And with the hip hop for me, and just to kind of say how this relates, we just did the big, Compton AV situation a couple weekends ago. And the last few years I've been Chamber of Commerce, City Council. I kind of walked away from club promotions because that's mental. I go crazy and they're dealing with all these weird niggas, right? But I'm in the city council meetings. I'm talking with mayors and I'm talking to community, and I'm saying, we got this film. Put the guns down. Put the guns down. But them ain't the ones that need to hear it. Yeah. Right. I need their support to push the message, right? So when AV came to me and wanted to do, the concert, I'm like, bro, I ain't been doing that. And I had to pray about it. Like, I didn't want to go backwards. Right. Because there's already eyes on me. Don't think that these folks that I'm doing new business with, what is he doing?
Right.
What is this? Right?
100%.
But it was my opportunity to be a light and walk into the dark and say, put the guns down. To wear my put the guns down shirt. To hand everybody in the venue a flyer about the movie. Because that's where the message is needed. When I'm in these rooms, nonprofit organizations, everybody got help. I see everybody got help, but I don't see the people that need the help. We got to meet the need where it's at, and sometimes that's in a very dark place.
Man, that is excellent. That is absolutely excellent, man. I love that. Justified, man. We got the movies. We got, we've been going deep, on everything that we need to talk about, of course. But I want to kind of get on a little lighter side and see if you're doing anything comedy-wise, or who's your top 5 comedians, top 5? Because I don't see a lot of comedy films. We got a lot of people that are, influencers on the internet, and, they're doing their things and stuff like that, but we don't see a lot of those throwback comedy films that we used to have from the 90s and 2000s. Could you talk about that, or give us a, insight on who you like or what you would want to see?
Well, we're going to keep it, underground, independent, growing. Right. Got to give a shout out to my guy, Maury Richardson. He does the Epic Event Center down in Rancho. And he had got with me, and we did like a hip hop comedy jam together. He brought me in to bring artists. He brought the comedians. I see him doing a lot of content. I think the new comedy is in the content now. These skits. What's the guy, Mojo, whatever, is that his name, Mojo Brooks or something like that?
Yeah, Mojo Brooks.
Unhand me,
yeah.
like,
my brother
right?
Got me following him.
What's the skinny dude from Detroit? The Jack, something funny Jack or something.
The funny salesman.
Not that he's good too, but I see comedy has went underground, and it's in these skits, and then you see them going from content creators with their skits, and then you start seeing them. They got comedy shows like the one big light skinned dude, Damon Darling or whatever, like got a dollar. Like I don't know if y'all be seeing him. That's my algorithm, right? But the opportunity to be seen, I think comedy has benefited maybe more so than hip hop with the internet. Because a lot of these guys are getting small roles in bigger films. They're selling out small comedy clubs, all from content, and so I love to laugh. That's my favorite, genre. If I'm watching a movie, I'd rather laugh than be serious. I get a good Denzel movie every now and then if I want to be serious, right? But I like comedy. I like to laugh. I think laughter is healing. You know what I mean?
Sure. That's my message. Sure.
A good laugh can change your whole day. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I see so much opportunity for these young comedians and artists to do things, but it's going to require passion, perseverance, and work ethic. Which a lot of they want it overnight. If it don't happen in a month, they're like, this shit ain't working. Yeah. Bro.
It takes much more than that.
Man, bro, I am 20 plus years in the game and I still have not accomplished the dream. It's a blessing to be on the road to the dream and to see progress. But it's so many dudes. Like I said, my first album came out 99, 2000. It was a whole wave of us. Right. A lot of them niggas at Amazon. I ain't knocking the 9 to 5, but I'm saying somewhere they ran out of gas.
I think
and gave up.
Right, but I think
well, they weren't doing it for the right reason.
It's very subjective to what the dream, what the goal, and what success is. It's different for everybody. I think it's different for everybody here at this table.
Right.
Success, all that stuff looks different. So I think it's just very important to identify what success is, what the dream is, and what the goal is. And then once you identify what that is, then you just go for it.
Yeah.
In my maturity, I've learned to tap in to purpose.
Right there.
My purpose is bigger than paper.
Right.
Right? Because if you're walking in purpose, and I always say God's vision, God's provision, right? My bank account may not reflect wealth or success, right? But the fact that I'm 46 years old, I raised 2 girls by myself, that's success. It's provision. And I ain't done nothing but what I do. Like, my purpose. Whether it's to touch people, inspire people, to whatever it is that God had me here to do, as long as I walk in that, I feel like I'll be okay. It's people that are chasing paper and ignoring their purpose, and they're not fulfilled. It's something missing. They're like, I'm not happy here. I got to clock in. I got so many friends that hate going to work. Right. Because you're chasing the paper. Maybe if you tap into your purpose, you're going to love what you do, and you could do it with passion. Yeah, I love creating. I love the thrill of putting together an event. I love the thrill of networking. Like, I love waking up to work.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I love what I'm doing because it's in alignment with my purpose. And there's so many people that are giving up their God-given purpose in pursuit of paper, which you can't really knock them because we need it. But I just, faith.
So let's stay on purpose real quick. Do you think your purpose changes with growth?
I think your purpose never changes. I think it develops. Because I'm at Fathers in Hip Hop right now, right? Before it was Fathers in Hip Hop, we had Mafia, and it was Men of Faith in Action, right? That was the purpose, to bring men and faith together. And then, like you said, in growth, in the loss of my wife and my journey with single fatherhood, I was now able to identify who those men of faith were. They were fathers. So the purpose never changed, it developed. Let's go with my production company, Group Economics. Teamwork makes the dream work. Well, back in 2011, 2012, it was the JM Coalition, to where I got all the independent magazines, the independent podcasts and blog talk radios, and it was like, let's create this network and find everybody that does everything and work together. Well, 2025, that purpose hasn't changed. It's just now Group Economics, and it's stronger because of developing and growing. So I think the purpose is your purpose. It's just growth, and it develops. It just grows.
Right.
It manifests into different things, but the purpose never changes. If that makes sense.
Makes sense, man. Makes perfect sense. You guys got any questions for the amazing Justified with all this wisdom that he has given us? You guys go ahead and shoot.
The audience had a question about, like, is there room for shea butter babies in today's hip hop?
Shea butter babies. What's a shea butter baby?
Harry Lennox got a song talk about shea butter babies.
Well, it sound like, hey, it sound like if she got enough shea butter, we might make a baby. So I'm all for it.
What is something that you get with yourself with in order to cope with all of these individuals that you speaking with and just keeping your you time? What do you do to heal?
That's crazy, because it could be sad to a degree, right? Like, I really don't feel like I have a life outside of
This.
what I do. Like, even in dating, women be like, "What do you do? What do you like to do?" I'm like,
Is that on purpose or?
I don't know. I think it's a dealing, a coping. You know, I can't really explain it, but the more that I learn about like mental health and things like that, like when my mother died, it was like work. Consume myself with work. Wife passed, work.
Right.
Keeps me from going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, my children, like the work helps me make sure they good. Like, even, you know, with my girls, like I have older daughters, because when I got married, I had, you know, older stepchildren, right? And they're the ones that take my daughters to the beach and take my daughters to the zoo and all the fun stuff that life has to offer. It's usually not done with me, because they like, hey, we're going to the beach. I'm like, I gotta work. You know what I mean? So I think sometimes it's just like, I'm trying to find that space, right? But it sucks, because people always ask me, well, what do you do for you? I'm like, I don't know.
Wow.
Do you
know what I mean?
do you feel like you're gonna get there? Do you feel like do you feel like you're gonna?
I feel like that'll come. You know, even like with the dating, like it's hard to date. Nobody understands. You know, our women need, not all women, but a lot of these women, I say they looking for a roommate more than a soulmate, right? They looking for that half on their bills, and women will be so quick to, I'm a single mother, I got this, I need him. But baby, I'm a single father, and I got 2 girls. I got to get their hair done. I got to get them. I can't afford to date.
Right. Oh, okay.
I can't afford it.
You're right. Yeah, I feel you. I feel like
You know, a single father with EBT, I'm trying to cook.
that
I'm
part.
telling the chicks, like, hey, why don't you come over, let me cook dinner for you? They like, cook dinner, you got to take me out. I'm like, but baby, this EBT, we can, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Figure, people say what they say, they'll say, smile now, cry later. I feel that that's the world's way of really twisting what it's supposed to be. It's like, I cry now so that I can smile later, that I'm focused on building something so that when it is time to enjoy, you know what I mean? Because right now it's just a blunt and some tequila, and I'm good. I got the little pool table dudes might pop by the house for some business. Oh, you got the pool table? I'm gonna come over and shoot some games. No, you're not. This is for the ladies. I ain't, like, when I say it's hard dating, I ain't saying I don't got no female friends, but it has to be the ones that understand how I move.
Right.
Look, I ain't about to take you on a $200 date, baby, but we go spend $60 on this EBT and eat just as good.
100%.
Yeah, at my house. And they be like, look, my daughter's is home. You good? I ain't, you know, you got witnesses. Ain't nothing gonna happen. My baby's is home.
Right.
But you know, but yeah, that personal fun. I really can't even give you an answer of what I do for fun because,
Okay.
but walking in your purpose is a delight.
100%.
That's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask, are you able to identify your fulfillment and your healing within everything that you're going through?
Yeah, man. I think the healing is always gonna happen. It's a growth, like it's always with the loss, specifically of the wife.
Yeah.
The loss is more like I miss what I miss, right? But the hard times is the elevation of the kids. When my daughter graduate, my 19-year-old just had a baby. Those moments where it's like, God, she's supposed to be here. Those are, so my hurt be more for what my kids are missing. You know what I'm saying? I've kind of dealt with my own thing because it's like, I got hoes. No, I ain't got no hoes. I'm just saying. I'm playing. Look, I ain't got no hoes. But I'm saying, like, that is healed, right? But it's those moments when my children are missing something, you know, and how they deal with it. But yeah, I think it's that I learn more about myself in different situations. It's like, I really take that mental health thing because, like, a brother could have snapped.
Right.
If I didn't have a relationship with God, if I didn't know prayer, if I didn't know, it's been times when business is slow, and you know I didn't, you know, take the kids to school, come home and get in bed because I don't have per se a 9 to 5, right? And just self-pity and feeling bad, but I always know how to climb out, and that's to grasp to God and be reminded of victories, bro. Like, I'm 46, but I can zoom in on these last 11 years raising my girls. Like, God is good, bro. We ain't had to beg, we ain't had to borrow, I ain't had to kiss nobody's ass. God have provided directly through me to take care of my babies.
Amen.
Which is good.
So, you know, it be what it be like.
Right.
That's what's up, man.
Take us home.
Blessings to that. Yeah.
This was an amazing time with you, Justify, man. I got a lot of wisdom. I think we all got a lot of wisdom, man. Got a lot of game.
A lot of bars.
A lot of bars.
Smack
Man,
Hey, shout out
don't
to-
juice the plug, all right?
Alright.
Man, is there anything else that you want to tell the youth or anything that you can give to them? Not only that, but we want to make sure y'all go and cop that movie or watch the movie, Put the Guns Down. Most importantly, we really enjoyed you, man, but go ahead and give us a little bit of something for the youth before you take off and get out of here. But just want to appreciate you, my brother, for coming on, taking your time out, and giving us some amazing moments right now to go ahead and take for our journey. So we appreciate that.
What's up? Well, first of all, I want to just salute you guys for giving space to this type of conversation, a brunch of culture. You guys are in a position to help change that narrative by what you select to put out there.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So the fact that y'all even want to justify to come do the show says a lot about the platform and what you're opening up to. And again, purpose. Each one of you, find your purpose in this platform.
Yes.
Because you all got a voice. You all have something that you're supposed to do. And whether they're the same, similar, or completely different, you're a collective of energy and a collective of purpose. And if each one of you can implement your purpose into this podcast, bro, I think it'll just be dope. I'm not here on accident. Like I said, shout out to DJ connecting dots. But then when I went in the inbox, I seen the dot was already connected, and I knew this is purpose. Like, I'm supposed to be here, and I see how I want to help. Like, whether it's a flow of different guests to bring that agenda to life. You know what I mean? And because it's necessary. And I just, the food, the vibe, y'all here now with you know what I mean, with my guy Rafa at his production studio. This is nothing but God putting us together.
Sure.
And I want to do whatever I can to help. And
Appreciate that, man. That's
not with my hand out, wanting nothing from you guys, but an opportunity to collaborate, because helping you will help me, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
right.
everybody wins.
Well, to piggyback off of that, you know what I'm saying, we most definitely want to shout out High Desert Counseling.
Bang,
Shout
bang.
out DJ and High Desert Counseling, you know what I'm saying? We got our strain coming. Y'all see the pins, you know what I mean?
Ooh-wee.
Y'all see the different
Edibles.
that you can get and lock in. We got ruffles right here. You know what I'm saying? We finna go crazy.
We got the gummies
We got the Brunch of Culture strain that's on the way. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tap in now. You know what I'm saying? Again, shout out to my boy DJ and High Desert Counseling. You know what I'm saying? And connecting the dots. We grateful for him as well as Justified today.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Putting this together.
God's plan in motion. You brothers keep doing what you're doing. We got the city councilwoman on the way to meet y'all. You know what I'm saying? The High Desert's auntie. She just texted me and said she's on her way, because we need to see ourselves in higher positions, right? We need to see the realities of what we can become. Like I said, it's not just a black thing; it's a people thing, right?
People.
But we are black, and we do have to look out for each other. It's the black and brown get down, Rafa. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him feeling no type of way.
You ain't said nothing about Rafa on this whole episode.
I did. Rafa.
I ain't heard it. I ain't heard it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Let me put my Hugo down and take this moment to shout out my brother Rafa. Excellent human being, a great human being.
Yes, sir.
So grateful for you having us on, bro. Brunch of Culture, you know what I'm saying? I wanted my brother to take a shot before the episode, but he's so professional and he's so thorough that he said we're going to wait till the end. You know what I'm saying? He's all about business.
Man.
And I'm grateful, and I have a lot of love for bro and for what he's doing for the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And like bro said, shout out to Black and Brown, and we doing our shit, man. We ain't going to stop.
Nothing against the white.
No, we don't hate nobody. No, we don't hate nobody.
No, for real.
Go ahead, clear that up, Justified.
I tell everybody. I remember I was at a Black Business Expo and they asked me what was one of the good things that I would want to pitch to other black businesses. I said, get you some white friends, because they help.
Or family.
I mean, I said it jokingly, but it's for real. Like, we can't be so. Sometimes we can be so pro-black that it itself is prejudice.
We love us.
That part.
We love us, bro.
Yeah.
We love us.
I get knocked in our community, but look, and I don't care because truth hurts, but it's a lot of our black leadership here in the high desert that frowns upon my movement because I ain't black
We
enough.
gotta let the record reflect on that.
And they not joining hands. They want to compete versus complete. And it's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Yeah.
And that's garbage.
And they know who they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's all there
hey,
needs to be
when
said on that.
when I showed up on the scene in my hoodie and baseball hat and just came in representing the culture, these uppity Negroes was looking at me like I didn't belong. Like, what is he doing here? Because everybody want to be the HNIC. I don't want your seat. I don't want your job. I don't want nothing you got.
Your money, your woman.
I
your
just want my
nothing.
seat at the table
Right.
so I can represent for the culture.
Hello.
Bang, bang.
Hello.
Yeah.
You suit and tie house Negro. No, I'm just playing.
Man, amazing time, man. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming and showing out for us, man. A Brunch of Culture, we are more than just one, but we are black at the end of the day, and we appreciate every fan from any color, from any background. We appreciate you guys checking us out. I am Ephraim. This is B. Lamont.
Oh, yes.
Terry Green, Remo motherfucking Red,
You already know what's going
and
on.
our special amazing guest, Justified.
You gonna have to get a radio edit name.
Man, appreciate y'all coming up to the table. Make sure you guys check us out on our Instagram, A Brunch of Culture. Make sure you guys check us out on our YouTube, A Brunch of Culture. Justified, what is your What is it again?
Go ahead and subscribe to YouTube. Hit our website, brunchtheculture.com.
You want to
all
be
that
on?
good
Tap
stuff.
in.
Yes, Lord.
Hey, you dudes is balling because I got EBT and I don't even be buying.
Hey, but you know what's the power in? The power's in our unity. We do this shit together.
Our unity, right?
Teamwork made the dream work.
Come on,
Teamwork
you know,
make the
bro.
dream work.
40 on the next round.
No, hey, and then look,
Story
you,
going to.
big bro, you brought the bottle in. You brought a bottle. Hey,
We got
you know
another
what?
bottle. He lying. He got another bottle for us right now.
Okay, I just went to Stater Brothers and I seen oxtails, bro. A pack of oxtails is like
Expensive, bro.
for like
Crazy.
$5.
He balling. He made him. He balling. He the baller over here.
After that, you got a hell of a boost.
I am the booster. Hello.
Hey, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Man, Brunch Culture, man. We are out of here. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Catch y'all for episode 5.
Yeah.
Peace.